Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's review. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Antwood Movie Mania, and in this video we are going to be reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine, and at the end I'm going to give you some out of the theatre reactions. So let's review. So this is a spoiler free review. I will be talking about the plot of the film but not trying to give too much away, because you see a big chunk of what's happening in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling pretty much anything about what's so we will talk about the trailers, but I'm not spoiling anything about it that you already haven't seen. So first we see the TVA pick up Wade and they need his help to stop his world getting obliterated, so he enlists the help of a variant Wolverine, which is not the Logan from the original X-Men timeline. So just so you know, this is after Logan's death in Logan, so this is a Wolverine variant. But then they get chucked, I won't say why, but they get chucked into the void where the TVA places things in there that are not relevant to the timeline. They've got no useful impact to the world. But I won't go into that plot line. But you pretty much see this in the trailers anyway. So as that happens, Wolverine and Deadpool do not get along, so they have a massive fight. Obviously you see this in the trailers, again, so I'm not spoiling anything. But that fight goes on for a hell of a lot longer, and it is amazing, I will give it that. The fight scenes are amazing. And then we come across the rogue of villains, and then they have to try and find a way to escape them. So a big chunk of that film is in the void, but that's all I'm going to say about the film, because if I say any more I will give it too much of the plot away. But that is what basically the film, a big chunk of that film is about. But my thoughts on the film: I loved the first Deadpool and I love Logan. I can watch them anytime and still be happy with it. I wasn't a fan of Deadpool 2. I didn't really resonate with it and I thought it wasn't that good. But this one, Deadpool and Wolverine, is an absolute 10 out of 10 for me personally, because even though I've watched it once, I absolutely loved it. The cinematography, the director apparently hasn't done that many good films, but this film just seemed right up Deadpool's street, like the first one. The shots, the camera angles, and bringing back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I'm so glad to see him back on the big screen, especially in the yellow suit. I won't give too much about what else goes on with his suit, even though pretty much everything's been spoiled on the internet anyway by the time this comes out. And to see the rogue of villains is amazing. I'm so surprised Marvel is allowed that much like violence and gore and swearing, but if they didn't, this film would flop big time, because Deadpool is the motor mouth. He is, you know, with the swords and the stabbing and the swearing. If that didn't go down right, then this would be a big flop, but it hasn't. And through the film, I will say there are certain cameos that came in and absolutely blew me away. It like blew my mind that they've managed to get these people back into certain cameo roles that it just propels this film to another level. And the amount that must have been paid to get them in to do that is just mind blown again. But for me, this film is a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to see it again, because just all the way through it was funny. The quick whips, the fighting, the swearing, the gore, everything about this film was just amazing. And then I left the theatre and I managed to get some quick theatre, out of the theatre reactions from the people that were in there. So this is what they had to say.
Give me everything I wanted and everything I didn't know I wanted. Second best film of the year.
Absolute favourite Deadpool. Lost for words, it was amazing.
Literally turned to my dad during it and I was like, I already want to buy a second ticket and watch it again, and it hadn't even got halfway through.
So overall, out of 1 and 10.
10. And I'm going back at 1.
And there we have it. That was my sort of spoiler-free review of Deadpool and Wolverine. I hope you all enjoyed it. I've had a really fun time doing this video, and I had an amazing time watching Deadpool and Wolverine on its first day of release. So I got the first showing, 10 o'clock showing at Cineworld this morning. I was super happy to get there and be one of the, like many people, to see a first showing. But I'm hoping to do more of these cinema reviews, out of the theatre reaction shorts, and I've got a lot more content coming up. But as always, I'm Anthony with Movie Mania. I would love to hear your thoughts when you eventually watch Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this spoiler-free review. If you would like to hear more of my spoiler-free reviews, if I've done a good job. As always, I'm Anthony with Movie Mania. Please leave your likes, your comments, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.